Come on, get in. We're going to take a Frugal town tour. We're going to show you all the ways that we save money around town. Now, these are hacks that a lot of people don't know, but they save us thousands of dollars a year. This is Under the Median, where practical frugality meets real life. Let's start by heading to the most obvious money place in town. The bank, or in this case, our credit union. Look, you want to make sure that you're making the most of the money that you do have. Our credit union offers incredibly helpful hometown service. We have no fee checking, no fees at all. And not only that, we get interest on every single account that we have with our credit union. We get a dividend at the end of every single month. But here's something that people don't think about. We've learned to ask questions. If you can't find what you want, if you feel like, boy, I'm just not getting enough interest on this account, what else can I do? Ask your employees at your local bank or credit union. We just found out about a 3.5% interest-bearing account that we can get at our credit union, and we found out because we asked an employee. Oh wait, one more thing. If you're a senior citizen, ask about senior citizen perks. We get free notary services, and we also get free lunch and learn events specifically for older folks. They call it Senior Cents, C-E-N-T-S. But there is one thing that you need to be aware of when it comes to your bank or credit union, and it can be something that can cost you a lot of money. Follow me across the parking lot. It's the ATM, guys. When you go to an ATM that is not affiliated with your bank, you're going to be charged somewhere between $3 and $5 per transaction. If you check your account balance once a week, if you withdraw money once a week, that means in the course of a year, it's going to cost you $200 at the minimum if you are using ATMs not associated with your bank. You want to know which ATMs are included? Ask at your bank or credit union, or better yet, go online, and usually they have a map that shows you exactly where you can go and not be charged. When it comes to money, here's something that we've been spending a lot of time thinking about recently. Do you know anybody who has had their identity stolen or been scammed? We know several people, and everybody that we know that this has happened to has had to spend countless hours on the phone, proving over and over again that they are who they say that they are. The cyber world is just getting really tricky to navigate. And that's why we're really excited that Aura is the sponsor for this video. Aura starts by identifying the data brokers, the ones that are selling your personal information. And then they do the hard part. They get your personal information removed from the data broker websites, and they keep it off. Now, there are other companies that offer similar services, but we did a lot of research, guys, and we did not find any company that offered the variety of features that Aura offers for the exact same price. Aura sends you alerts if your information is found on the dark web. They have sent me several. They also monitor your banking and your credit information, and they will immediately flag you. If something looks not quite right, they will let you know right away. They have 24/7 monitoring to keep your identity secure. And they also have a secure VPN so you can safely surf the web. Now, if anything does happen, Aura offers up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. And they have a US-led team that is available to answer questions 24/7. After we saw what happened to our friends, that's when we really started looking into making sure that our identity was secured. And that's when we picked Aura. The good news is that you can try Aura free for 14 days. Use our special code, aura.com/median. We're also going to make sure that that link is all the way at the top of the description of the video. All right, guys, back in the car. Stop number 2 is probably the second place that most of us visit, not once, but several times a month, the gas station. Before filling up, check Gas Buddy. Now, you can download the app. That's the easiest way to use Gas Buddy. You can also use it online. It's going to check for and find the cheapest gas where you're located. This works fantastic on trips because you can tell it where you're at, and then you can tell it how far from where you're at you want it to check. Like, let's just say you're going to stop 30 minutes up the road. You're going to tell it to check in that area, and it's going to find the least expensive gas for you. GasBuddy.com. polaroidsandpens.com. Now, here's something else that you need to know. Sam's and Costco often has the least expensive gas in town, but you do need to be a member to take advantage of that price. Now, back in the car. We're at the pharmacy. Yes, there are ways that you can save at the pharmacy. Now, we're going to go in and take a look in just a second. But the first thing I want to say before we go in is when you go to a local pharmacy, especially if you go there a lot, you want to make sure that you're a member of the rewards program because you're going to get points for everything you purchase. You're going to get cash back off of your next purchase. It's generally very well worth it to join the rewards program at a pharmacy. Let's go in. I'll show you a couple other tips, ways that you can save. Buy one, get one 50% off, and that's for Rewards Club members. If you have an extra care card, inexpensive chocolate, what's better than that? Rewards bucks. Look, this is what I was telling you about. Extra bucks rewards, that's that extra money that you can accrue towards your next purchase. You need to make sure that you're a member. You're going to look at store brand medications. They're generally 35 to 40% less than the name brand. You want to prove to yourself they're just basically the same medication? Put the store medication in one hand, put the name brand medication in the other hand, turn them both over, look on the back. Look at the active and inactive ingredient list. Generally, they are almost absolutely identical. The only difference is the price. Before you head to that pharmacy at all, I want you to download GoodRx app. That app is going to help you find the least expensive place in your area to purchase the prescriptions that you need. And some people don't realize you can get low-cost prescription from Sam's or Costco. Their pharmacies are open to the public. Now, back in the car. Saving on groceries, probably the number one question that we get. Look, there are a lot of ways you can drop that grocery bill. Let's go in the store and we'll talk about them. You're going to walk in the store and you're going to make sure that you're looking for markdowns. These are areas throughout the store, primarily in produce, but you're going to find them in bakery and general goods and meat and dairy as well. You're going to plan meals around ingredients that get on sale, and you're going to make sure that you are clipping and using those digital coupons. And don't forget to look at store brands. When you buy store brand instead of name brand, you're going to save 35 to 40%. Make sure that you sign up for a store saver card, and it's going to help you to earn fuel points. Listen, these Kroger fuel points, you can fill up at the Kroger gas station, which here is just right over there. You see that gas station? Your points from what you buy at Kroger is going to help you save a certain amount per gallon on every gallon of gas that you buy at that gas station. If you're looking for food at fantastic prices, there may be a hidden gem right in your own neighborhood. Small, locally owned, family owned ethnic stores. This is our very favorite. They often have bulk items at really low prices. I just ordered 50 pounds of dried garbanzo beans, $50 for 50 pounds. That was an incredible price. They also have authentic sauces, they have organic produce, and they have absolutely amazing bread. Do yourself a favor, get to know the owner. He's going to be able to tell you exactly how to use the items that are in his shop, and he's going to tell you when the shipments regularly arrive. Shop on that day so you are going to get the freshest produce available. They had fresh bread. We are so excited. If you're looking for more ways to save on groceries, we feed our family of 4 for $200 a month. Now, granted, we eat a plant-based budget, so that does help, but there are a lot of things that we do to keep that ultra low. Grab my free guide to saving on groceries. I go in depth on some of the things we just talked about in the grocery store, and I also give you extra tips and hacks for saving on groceries. I'll make sure that there's a link in the video description. Retail shopping. Yes, you can retail shop and still be frugal. Kohl's is our example. You're going to primarily look for fantastic sales, or you're going to look for end of the season discounts. When you shop off season, you're going to pay only from 10 to 30% of that full retail price. But what some people don't realize is you can stack additional discounts on top of those end of the season clearance prices. We're back in the car. Those were some great prices. And oftentimes when you're shopping off season, you are getting the rock bottom prices on the things that you want and need. But it's always good to make sure that you are doing the math. And it's also good to bring in something else that is a frugal favorite. We call it thrift store land. Local thrift stores. Thrift stores are like any other kind of shopping, guys. There are certain thrift stores that are known for having the lowest prices in town on certain things. 50-cent board books. Let's just say, for instance, you have a brand new grandbaby and you're going to stock up on those grandma board books. 50 cents a piece. You can't beat that price. They have a special sales flyer that tells you what's on sale every day of the entire month. Once a month on Fridays, they generally have a 99-cent clothing sale. That's where I got the dress that I wore to our son's graduation, 99 cents. Now, there are limits. You can only get 10 items for 99 cents each, but that's a fantastic deal, especially if you're looking for some specific items. Frugal people are not cheap. We're just aware. We are aware of all the different ways that we can get what we want and what we need and pay a price that we're willing to pay. Now, if you're interested in some ways that you may be trying to save money and inadvertently wasting money in the process, we did a video where we showed you our best tips for avoiding exactly that scenario. That video, it's right over there.